How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Sick Eric Tech. Today we're going to be talking about should you upgrade from the Galaxy S24 Plus to the new Galaxy S25 Plus that's going to be released in the next week or two on the 22nd, I believe. And we're going to go on over the leak specs, which is not foolproof. These are just leak specs, and compare them to the Galaxy S24 Plus to see if you should upgrade or not. Thank you guys for joining me here today. If you're not subscribed to Sick Eric Tech, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. So let's get down into it. So Galaxy S24 Plus, pretty much my phone of the year. I use this for everything. Almost every video that I've done here on YouTube, B-roll, editing video, I've used the Galaxy S24 Plus on everything. So go on over to the Galaxy S25 Plus and what we already know. So the S24 Plus dimensions 6.24 inches tall, okay, 2.99 inches wide, and 0.30 inches thin. Now, the Galaxy S25 Plus is rumored to be 6.24 inches tall, so pretty much the same in height, 2.98 inches wide, and 0.29 inches thin. So a little bit narrow and a little bit more thin on the S24 or on the S25 Plus. The weight of the 24 Plus is going to be 6.91 ounces. The rumored weight of the S25 Plus is going to be 6.70 inches, so lighter when it comes down to the weight of the S25 Plus. Covered in Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, more than likely, just like the S24. Armor aluminum frame, again, just like the S24. And IP68 dust and water resistance. So the only difference is probably going to be the camera rings. As you can see right here, they are glossy, and the color of the phone. Well, on the new S25 Plus, these camera rings are going to be black and shiny and a little bit bigger. Other than that, not much of a change when it comes down to the design of the S25 Plus. So again, not really much of a reason to upgrade to the S25 from your S24. So going on over to the display, the S24 Plus has a fantastic display. It is 6.7 inches, dynamic AMOLED, 120 Hz, supports HDR10, and gets at a peak brightness of 2600 nits over here on the S24 Plus. It is a resolution of 1440 by 3120 with 513 pixels per inch. So it does share the same resolution as the Ultra on the S24. The regular S24 and the S25 will both have 1080p displays, so that is really nice. Now going on over to the S25 Plus, guess what? 6.7 inch dynamic AMOLED, 120 Hz, pretty much going to be the exact same thing. The only difference that might change is going to be the peak brightness when it comes down to the nits. Now phones nowadays, it's a craze to be going brighter, so it might go up to 4000 nits, 4500 maybe, so that might be another reason to upgrade. I don't know, really not that big enough. This is a fantastic display, and I think it gets way bright enough than you need it to. So the new one might come with a brighter display. Other than that, same size, same resolution, nothing's going to change there. Going on over to the processor and the operating system. So S24 Plus is running Android beta, Android 15 beta, One UI 7.0 beta 3. I believe it's on beta 3. And the new S25 lineup is going to be released with Android 15 stable One UI 7. So is that a reason? I don't know. So far, no issues running the beta over here on the S24 Plus. It is a fantastic beta and it's running great. So is that a reason to upgrade? Not really. If you have this device already, you're going to be going into the same Android 15. Not really much of a change. Going on over the processor, so the S24 Plus has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, 12 gigabytes of RAM, and you could get this at 256 or 512. This particular model is the 512 variant, and you get the Adreno 750 GPU. So the new one, S25 lineup, Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, 12 gigabytes of RAM, could be 16 depending on your storage. It is rumored, we don't have anything concrete saying it's going to be 16 gigabytes. So far 12 gigabytes. It might be 16 if you go for the 512. We don't know yet. Adreno 830 GPU, so you're probably going to get a little bit better gaming with that GPU. Will you see a difference? Probably not. as far as the chipset goes, it's supposed to be a 40% increase when it comes down to processing power, gaming, performance, stuff like that. So, is that a reason to upgrade? The Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is already a beast when it comes down to processing power. Love this phone. It's very fast and stable. So, there you go. 40% more power when it comes down to the S25 Plus. There you go. Going on over to camera, so you get a 50 megapixel main sensor on the S24 Plus with an aperture of f1.8, supports autofocus and optical image stabilization as well. You get a 10 megapixel telephoto lens, aperture of f2.4, and that is also optical image stabilization up to 3 times optical zoom over here on the S24 lineup. 12 megapixel ultra wide, f2.2, and 120 degree field of view. You can record all the way up to 8K 30 frames per second on the S24 Plus. Front facing camera, 12 megapixels, and you can record up to 4K 60. 4K 60 on the S24 Plus. And guess what? So far, the S25 Plus shows the exact same thing: 50 megapixel, 10 megapixel, 12 megapixel, and a 12 megapixel front facing camera. It doesn't show anything. Now, they could go with newer sensors to give us better photography. We don't know yet. So far, they've been using the same sensors on these devices for like the past couple of years already. So if we get new sensors, then yeah, that might be a reason to upgrade. But as far as we know right now, same damn cameras that you get on the S24 Plus. Stereo speakers, of course, Dolby Atmos. Speakers are tuned by AKG, so that's pretty cool on both of them. Now, the S24 Plus comes with Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.3. Now, the S25 lineup might come with Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4. Again, not really much of a reason to upgrade. You won't notice the speeds. Wi-Fi 7, you gotta have a router that does Wi-Fi 7, and apparently those are expensive. I don't know. So you're still going to get the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor that you get on the S24 Plus. Might not have any changes when it comes down to that. So pretty much going to be the same. DeX, Galaxy AI, all that going to be pretty much the same on the S25 Plus. Battery life, you get 4,900 milliamp hours here on the S24 Plus. Guess what? 4,900 rumored on the S25 Plus as well. The only thing that's going to change is the wireless charging is going from 15 to 25 watts wireless charging. Wired is going to stay at 45 watts. So is that a reason? Not really. Faster wireless charging doesn't really make a difference. Going on over the colors. So this right here is a sandstone orange. It came in onyx black, marble gray, cobalt violet, amber yellow, jade green, and again, sandstone orange. The rumored new colors are going to be pink gold, silver shadow, blue black, coral red is what I'm excited for, icy blue, mint, and navy. So new colors, reason to upgrade, not really. Price tag, probably going to stay the same, $999. And of course, depending on trade-in deals, you might get it for cheaper, but $999, $1,000, pretty much going to stay the same as last year. And for me, I'm hopefully going to try to go for the Ultra, depending on how much they give me trade-in for this little guy right here. If not, I'm just going to have to go for the S25 Plus. Now, like I said, I'm telling y'all not to upgrade. For me, it's my job, so I probably will switch on over depending on what I could get. But hopefully you guys found this video useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. That's quite all right. I will see you guys next time here on Sick Eric Tech. Peace.